think it was dress rehearsal, but it was like in between sketches where they were setting up, and I was just waiting before the sketch on the studio floor. And then I heard someone go, "Hey, I know that." And I look, and it's Steven Spielberg.
Obviously, SNL is one of the biggest shows, if not the biggest show in television history. Have you been able to brush shoulders with anybody related to Back to the Future? Has any of the cast or Zemeckis,
Right.
Spielberg, anybody that you've been able to meet?
None of the cast, although I would freak out. Spielberg, I think Spielberg's like friends with Lauren, and it was my first season as a cast member, because I was a writer for 3 years and then joined the cast. So it was my first season as a cast member, and it was the season finale. And there was a Jurassic Park The Ride sketch. The sketch took place on the ride, and I played like the ride attendant. So I was wearing what they wear at Universal Studios, which is like a, khaki themed or whatever, safari themed. It has a Jurassic Park logo on it on the shirt. And I was standing by the set. I think it was dress rehearsal, but it was like in between sketches where they were setting up, and I was just waiting before the sketch on the studio floor. And then I heard someone go, "Hey, I know that." And I look, and it's Steven Spielberg. And I'd never met Steven Spielberg. And to me, like, Steven, he's one of those people that just seems larger than life. Like, he's almost mythical.
He's not a real person, right?
Yeah. And like what he's been a part of and what he's done was so important to me growing up. So, and from hanging out, not expecting to see Steven Spielberg to see Steven Spielberg right next to you, I was just like almost, because that show, you're used to working and seeing famous people. So I feel like it gives you a certain amount of, you're able to have some chill around people. Some people you might have grown up watching. But I just looked at him, and he was pointing to the Jurassic Park thing, like, "Hey, I know that." And I don't know why I said this. I said, and it just like came, like I wasn't thinking. I just said, "Yeah, the sketch doesn't take place in the actual Jurassic Park, though. It takes place on the ride." Okay? Like, what? And I don't know why I said it. And that's just the first thing that came out. And he went, "Oh yeah, I know. I think he had like read it, or he was aware." And he was like, "No, I know." And then he was very polite, and then he just kind of resumed being on his way. And I was just like, I met Steven Spielberg, and I said the weirdest, like, it doesn't take place in the park though. It takes place on the ride. Like, he was saying it did, and then I spent like the next week being like, thinking of stuff I could have said. Like, I wish I would have gone "spared no expense," and like, look, like something related to the movie. But that was my experience with Spielberg. But to this day, I think about that, and I'm like, oh, it wasn't the worst thing in the world. I didn't like piss myself or vomit on him or something, but it was just odd. You know what I mean? Like, I wish that interaction I would have said something. At least that kind of made sense.
What's funny too, I don't know if you know, but Steven Spielberg, legendarily, when he would ride the Jurassic Park ride, when it got to the top to do the big drop, he would have the ride stop, and he would get off and then walk down this little back flight of steps because he didn't want to do the big drop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so funny. I like that he has that power, whereas anyone else, it's like, "You're going down. Stop." Oh, that's so funny.
Wouldn't it be great if he just yelled, "Cut"? Cut.
Cut. Reset.
What's up, this Booker T, two-time Hall of Famer. I know you're checking out The Shine, checking out The Gloss. I want to thank you guys for checking out Row on YouTube. Hey, don't forget to click and subscribe to check out all the latest content right here each and every week. Now, can you dig that, sucker?